Hi, Linda Bowen here from stampingwithlinda.com, your cardiologist since 1997, helping you create cards from the heart. It is Tuesday in Fancy Fold, and a week ago I shared a fun Slimline Fancy Fold that was shared with me by Sue Floyd. Well, today I'm going to do a little different spin on that card. So let's go ahead and get started. I have already taken the scallop contours and cut out a piece of basic white. I have used the Go-To Greetings, my favorite greeting set right now, and have stamped the Thinking of You in rich raspberry and cut it out with my favorite dies, the stylish shapes. And then what I'm going to be using is the Wonderful World Designer Series paper. Now this Designer Series paper is free along with the stamp set that matches it. During our celebration, only till August 30th or while supplies last. So I wouldn't wait too long. This is a beautiful combination of paper and stamp set. I also have, I have the pieces. I didn't tell you what size these are. These are 3 5/8. I have one that's 5/8. I have one that's 1 3/8 by 3 5/8. 3 5/8 by 2 5/8, and then also 3 5/8 by 3 3/8. I have a piece of basic white. This measures 3 5/8 by 6 1/8. Of course, I'll have all these sizes over on my blog, stampingwithlinda.com. And with the first video, I had 2 pieces of cardstock that were 3 3/4 by 8 1/2, and I had that for this card too, but I'm using the rich raspberry, and I took one of the pieces of 3 3/4 by 8 1/2, cut it in half at the 4 1/4. I scored on one side at 3 1/4 inches, but this time I'm scoring the other side at 1 1/2 inches. So a little bit different. Last time I did 3/4 inch on both sides. This is going to give us a vertical Slimline card versus a horizontal. So just a little bit different spin, like I said on that. I'm adding my Stamp and Seal Plus and adding these pieces to both ends of that solid piece to form my card. Then I'm going to go in and grab my Designer Series paper. I see I've got that one just a little bit crooked. Let's see if I can pick that up and move that around. I want that nice and straight. There we go. That's a little bit better. It's still a little crooked. Let's see if we can pull that down. There we go. So we're going to take our 5/8 piece. We are going to put our adhesive on the flower side and put that right along that scored edge. We're going to take our bigger piece and add it down here, just giving an 1/8 inch border around. Then we are going to take our bigger pieces. That is still not completely straight. Not happy with that. Let's see here. A little bit better. There we go. Okay, so now we are going to add this piece down here. We want our design, our flowers, like I say, to go the long way. Add that piece right in there. I'll bring this other one in, and I see I have cut that. I've got them both at the same size. I need this one at 2 5/8. So let's go in here, make sure that I have it at 3 5/8, which I do, and then we're going to cut it at 2 5/8. I remember Jay used to tell me, measure 3 times, cut once. Well, that's not always the way I do it. So that's probably why my cut marks are a little bit different than they should be sometimes. So one is 2 5/8 and one is 3 3/8. There, we got it. Okay, then I'm going to bring in my greeting. Going to add some dimensional to that. And we're going to put that at the top here, like so. So our card is going to be opening this way. So it's kind of a gate slimline card. We're going to bring in that die cut. And something I forget to do is to color right on my stamps with my Stampin' Write markers. Now, you don't want to use your alcohol markers for this, but your Stampin' Write markers are perfect for this. In fact, when I first started stamping, instead of having a bunch of ink pads, I had a bunch of colored markers, and that's how I colored my stamps with. So I forget to do that. This stamp set is kind of distinctive stamp set, so you've got different, I don't know, dimension to the stamp. I'm going to blow on it, and by blowing on it, it helps reactivate that ink if it's dried out any. So we've got our greeting. I'm going to hold it up. See how pretty that greeting is? Just love that. We're going to add that right to the top of our card. Again, I think I'm going to use dimensionals to pop that up. And then we're going to put the white piece on the inside, but I'm going to go ahead and grab those markers again and color the stamp. Now, I could also take that stamp and ink it and stamp on my envelope. I know a lot of people say we should never have a naked envelope. We should always stamp or dry emboss with it because it just adds an added punch to that homemade card. And then your stamped image or your embossed image is seen by everybody that touches that card. So we could use that stamp to do the same thing on our envelope. I'm going to stamp that and then go ahead and put that on the inside of our card. And there you have a fancy fold slimline card going horizontal versus vertical. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye-bye.